Hey guys, welcome to Feel the Fear TV, the channel for those of you who understand how important it is to use fear to push you forward in life rather than allowing fear and anxiety to hold you back. Please remember to subscribe and then you'll be notified of new episodes that come onto the channel. And as always, we encourage you to share the videos with anybody you know who may be struggling with their mental health. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, as ever, we're going to be using the concepts from Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, the amazing best-selling book by Susan Jeffers. And the subject that we're going to be talking about today is sort of like the whole ethos of the book, really, which is the two terms that we have here, lower self and higher self. And the idea is that when we are in our lower self, it's an aspect of us, it's a part of us, if you like. We experience all the emotions and behaviours and feelings and thoughts that are in this lower half of the diagram. So we may feel impatience, we may feel anxious, depressed, argumentative, state of limbo, joyless, fearful. So as you can see, being in our lower self is where we have poor mental health. And what Susan says in the book is that we can all be in our lower self, but what we have to do is learn ways to be able to get into another aspect of us, which is our higher self. So the idea is that we are one person that has a lower self part of us, but equally we have a higher self part of us. And the sad case is, guys, is that many of us have never been taught how to act from this higher self. And so our default is the lower self. We think and we feel, behave in our lower self. So what the book does in the 200 pages of the book is it has practical tips and strategies to be able to get ourselves up into that higher self by changing our thinking. And that's the power we have as humans. We can change the way that we think. We can choose to think more positively. However, the reason why we often are in our lower self is because we are in situations which are not good for us. They are draining our soul. They are not empowering. They are not inspiring. They are not bringing us joy. So, for example, when I was in my marriage, it was very much a challenging environment, which meant I was in my lower self a lot of the time. So instead of just thinking positive about it, what I had to do was I had to change that situation, and I had to make choices and decisions to get myself out of that environment because it wasn't very positive. And what I realized was by changing my environment, I became more higher self. Yet I could have stayed in that not very nice environment because of the fear and the anxiety. It could have kept me stuck there. So what I'd like you to do, guys, from this video is just have a think about, am I in my lower self most of the time? And if I am, what is causing me to be worried? What is causing me to be obsessive? What is causing me anger? What is causing me to be joyless? What is causing me to feel helpless? And just make some notes about why you are feeling that way. What is going on in your environment to make you feel that way? The first step of change is awareness, and that's what Feel the Fear does. It gives you the awareness of what's going on in your environment, which is making you feel lower self. And then have a think about what would be happening in your life if you was experiencing all these feelings and behaviours here. What would be happening? What would be different? And that's a really good starting point, because often we have to know what's not working for us to work out actually what we do want in our life. So it's just a case of taking a step back, reviewing your life, looking to see what's going on and trying to find a reason as to what's happening in your life, which is making you feel lower self. And then the key is to start taking action to change the current situation, to change the current environment. And the video that I've produced entitled Comfort Zone will help you understand why many of us just stay in not very suitable environments for us. So remember, you have a lower self part of you and you have a higher self part of you, and with the right training and the right techniques, such as feel the fear and do it anyway, you are able to get yourself into the other part of you, which we all have, which is the higher self. So thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe and share, and I'll see you on the next video.